Asylum seekers protest on Manus Island, Papua New Guinea, in this picture taken from social media November 6, 2017. Source: social media via Reuters. Papua New Guinea's Supreme Court has rejected an application to restore electricity, food, water and healthcare to an Australian-run detention centre on Manus Island. Some 600 men have barricaded themselves into the camp since it was officially closed last week, refusing to move because they claim to be fearful of resettlement on the PNG mainland in Loringaroo after numerous assaults on asylum seekers by locals. Men in the camp have been shown digging holes in search of water and several are in need of medical help. The United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees has called upon Australia to act swiftly to end what it has called a looming humanitarian crisis. See also: refugees barricade in Manus camp as Papua New Guinea Army prepare to end to asylum seekers protest on Manus Island, Papua New Guinea, in this picture taken from social media on November 6, 2017. Source: social media handout via Reuters. On Sunday, however, Australian Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull again turned down an offer from his New Zealand counterpart Jacinda Ardern to accept 150 asylum seekers from Manus and Australia's other detention centre in the tiny Pacific nation of Nauru. Turnbull said Canberra prefer to work through an existing refugee swap deal he negotiated with former US President Barack Obama last year. Under the deal, up to 1,250 asylum seekers could be sent to the United States, and Australia will, in turn, accept refugees from Central America. We want to conclude those arrangements, and then in the wake of that obviously we can consider other ones, Turnbull told Ardern during a media conference in Sydney. Accept NZ's asylum seekers offer and save lives, former Manus Island detainee tells Australian government. ABC 730 orspolpic.twitter.com Tatub for ABC 730 at Abbas 730 November 6, 2017. See also: nightmare in Nauru. Australian government blamed for alleged torture in refugee camp. Detention centres on Manus and Nauru have been key parts of Australia's disputed sovereign borders immigration policy, under which it refuses to allow asylum seekers arriving by boat to reach its shores. Australia's offshore detention policies have been heavily criticised by the UN and human rights groups, but are backed the centre-right government and the Labour opposition. UN rights spokesman Rupert Colville told a news conference in Geneva on Friday about the unfolding humanitarian emergency in the Manus Island Centre. Additional reporting by Reuters topics covered: asylum seekers, Australia, human rights, Manus Island refugees.